Hello, Corey from the Box Color channel here. Thank you for joining me. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing my videos and supporting me. Without your help, this wouldn't be possible. Today I have a very informative and interesting video for you. This is a sample Skype lesson with a very talented student of mine from England. I currently live in Florida, and my student Keshav, who is only 10 years old right now, is in England. 5 hours away. It's a little after 9 a.m. Florida time, and it's we're going to have a little sample lesson here on the first movement of Beethoven's WALDSTEIN Sonata, Opus 53. Very difficult, long, difficult work for anyone, but not to mention a 10-year-old. Keshav, by the way, a few months ago was the youngest recipient ever of the LTCL exam of the Trinity College of Music. So I really congratulate him on that, and that was just a few months ago. I've been working with Keshav now for about 2.5 years as a student. He was very talented when he began with me, and he's really progressed a lot. And I wanted to show you a sample lesson here that I do on Skype. I'm usually here, I'm in my teaching studio here every day, sometimes 8 hours a day, teaching students all over the world, all levels from beginning to advanced. So without further ado, here's an advanced video of Keshav from England, 10 years old, playing the first movement of Beethoven's WALDSTEIN Sonata. So let me make the Skype call here. Hello, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Great. Are you ready to play some Beethoven for me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, play it all the way through, and then we'll go over some details in it.
Okay.
Good. All right. Good. Now, do you have a speed? Do you have a metronome speed you're at right now that you practice it at? Like a goal speed?
No.
No. Okay. No, that I like it. I like it a lot. I like it better than last time because it doesn't sound. It sounds, a lot of it sounds fast enough, but it's not rushed. I remember when I heard it before, it sounded kind of out of control. So it sounds more controlled this time. That's good. Did you do some slow practice on it?
Yeah.
Good. That always helps. It always helps to do that. Now, when you do your slow practice, about what speed is it? Like, approximately, like on a metronome? 96? That's a good speed, yeah. That's good. That's like, probably 3/4 or so speed. That's good. Yeah, it helps you to get that clarity and precision. Now, I want to see, first of all, I want to go through the whole thing, but I want to just see something here. Okay, can you try 63 per minute? 63 per minute. Just try a little bit. Try about that much that I just played. And see how that feels. Good. Now, when you're doing it with metronome, you probably know this, but I've probably told you this already, but I'll tell you again that Whenever you have a metronome, you're doing a metronome, and say you have a fermata, usually 95% of the time, whenever there's a fermata anywhere, it usually implies a little bit of retardando. I remember when I was in university, I remember there was a choir conductor, a choral conductor, who said that once. I really thought about it, and he was right. Every time there's a fermata in music, not every time, but I would say 95% or so of the time that there's a fermata, there's usually a retard before that. So that's excellent, though. I like that speed. So a fermata. Just a little bit back off. Can you play from a few measures before that? You don't have to do it with the metronome, but just try it and do a little retard there. Try it from here, from that part. That's a little too much, I think. Can you try it again? Perfect, good. So you want to do just a little bit there. Just a little bit about the midway point of that bar. You want to put in a little retard there. That applies, I think, for every fermata in here. So, like when you're later on in the piece, you want to do that again, you know, like in bar 168 and 170, you know, when with the return, the recapitulation part. So make sure you think of that, the fermatas. Now, put it on 63 again per minute, and I want to see if you can play this part here. That part there. This okay. Good. Okay. You know, it's not so much harder. It's a lot harder than before, and it's because you have these semiquavers there. You need to lighten up the left hand. Make the left hand light, a little bit, voice the right hand a little bit over the left hand. Can you try that? No, you don't have to do the metronome, just try that. Yeah, but make sure this note here. Yeah, you gotta get that G. The G needs to be voiced out. So. Right, good. What I do there, and I think you did it too, I think you saw you do did you do a finger substitution there? On the G? I think I saw you do it, but what I do there is I go and slow 3-1, 3-1, then I go 3, then I switch to 1. So I go, or you could go 2-1 if you want. I go 2-1 on this one. Switch to 1. I think that da-da-da is easier with 3-2-1. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Try that again and see if you can voice that G out. Yeah, see, it didn't come out. The G has to come out. I didn't hear it. No, it needs to come out. That was better. You have to be very careful about those. Every time something like that happens, you need to be very careful about getting that long note out. The long note needs to project. I hear it sort of disappearing sometimes. You're not, so just remember to get a little more into the key there in those places. Your grace notes are good. Because you probably know you want a little accent on those two. Da, 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 da. Okay, so now let's go. So the beginning is good. I would say 63 per minimum is a very good speed, and that's not a whole lot under speed anymore. 63 per minimum is, I think, almost up to speed, really, in your case. If you could do the whole thing from beginning to end at 63 per minimum, you'd be in excellent, excellent shape. Although the second theme is interesting. Now, I think the second theme should be a little slower. Okay, so can you go into the second theme starting from, say, bar 29? This that. Can you try that part? Yeah. Yeah, okay, no, we go into the second theme. I want to hear you get into it. Into the E major part. Okay, now did you hear you're slowing down there? I wouldn't slow down there. I wouldn't slow down there at all. Keep that up, keep the speed up. Okay, good. Okay, now that's an important part because, okay, so you don't, in my opinion, you shouldn't slow down during these. Shouldn't slow down there, but you should have a little bit more of a retard going into your E major theme, going into the second theme. So you have this. Try that again. Then you're in a different tempo there. It's a little slower. Do a little bit more retard. A little bit more there to get into that. Can you try that again from da 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 da? Yeah, but even more on the last note. That note, the last note, a little bit more, just a tad longer on that note before you get into the theme. Yeah, but don't accent it. You might want to even a little bit of pedal on it. A little pedal there. So it's not cut off. A little bit. Not a lot. Try it. That's better. Good, that's better. Now, let's try all that from Did you hear? It was perfect with the metronome, except that last measure, the last bar going into the second theme, you slow down. So you ignore the metronome there. So do it and ignore the metronome on that last bar. But try 63. Yeah. No, do it from. Do it from there. Even more retard. Yeah, it has to be very gradual. Try it again, very gradual retard. Good, that was much better. Good. If you can get something like that, and of course the second time around in the recap section it does that too. So this is something, one of the hardest things about this or any other music is actually planning your retards. It really is. A lot of pianists don't think about that, but planning your retards. I remember I heard a very famous pianist give a master class, and he used to call them strategic retards. You know, it is in fact that. You have to know exactly when you want to retard and how much you want to do. Okay, so doing none at all sounds bad in this place. Doing too much sounds bad. And doing just the right amount, of course, that's, it's like putting just the right amount of spice on a food. Okay, now, let's start on, you can turn the metronome off now. And let's start from that much right there. Good. I like that speed. That's a very nice tempo for that. Do you notice how it's slower, a little slower than like, let's say if we did the other theme at 63 per minimum, it's a little slower than that. Here, this is 63. So if I play the second theme, that's too fast. That's too fast. So if you, that speed works perfectly for before that, but then when you get there, it'll slow down a little bit. So just so you know, it doesn't have to be exactly the same speed as that. What I do when I practice with a metronome on something like this is, it's kind of funny. What I do is I actually have the metronome on, let's say 63 per minute. And then when I get to the second theme, I leave the metronome on, but I ignore it. But I ignore the metronome. Look, I'll show you what I mean. And then in this case, in this section and also in the recap section, you want to return, if you slow down for the second theme there, you'll want to return. Where is a good place to return to the first tempo that's a little faster? Where's a good place? Can you give me a bar number? Like where does the second theme kind of end? Where does that section end?
85.
No, one much before that. Where, after. There? What about that?
Yeah, it's bar 51.
Bar 50. Yeah, actually it's bar 50. You might have wrong bar counts. But it should be bar 50, I think, according to mine. Well, anyway, that's the place. After this, that part, that's a good place where if you slow down the second theme, you can return back to your original speed. Okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to put it on 63, and I'm going to take it from here. Slow down. I'm ignoring the metronome. I'm in my own tempo and not listening to the metronome. So forth and so on, ignoring the metronome. Ignoring it. And now you're back, see? Did you notice how I was with the metronome there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good technique. You don't have to turn the metronome off. You can leave it on and ignore it. And play a slower speed and then get back into it. Try to get back into the metronome when you return to like bar 50. Unless they invent a metronome that just automatically slows down at your command. I don't know, there may be something like that now with apps and things, but until that happens, you can just put it on, ignore it, and then return to it. Okay? Good. Now, can you take it from there? No, you don't have to use a metronome, but take it from bar 50. From that. Let's go there to the end. Good. Okay, good. We'll stop there. That where you just arrived at, that's called the closing theme. Usually sonatas, you might know, have as a first theme, a second theme, and this is what I refer to as the closing theme here. Good. Now I wouldn't. Oh, just going back to going backtracking just a little bit to the second theme. Be very careful about pedal. You're better at the pedal here. But when you get to, be very careful about changing your pedal there. It's very delicate, so don't use too much. Try to connect things with your fingers there. Do use pedal, but just try to change it more precisely there. Now, I wouldn't use pedal though here when you get to. This one, I wouldn't use pedal. I would, you can use maybe if you do a little bit of pedal on here, just pedal like for the first quaver to bring out those sforzandos. But be careful about using pedal there. Can you take it from, Make it really dry, but precise. Okay, good, good. Bring the E out a little more, can you? Can you bring it like that? Try that. No, try from here. From. I'm losing, wait, I'm losing the notes in the right hand. I hear more left hand. It might be the audio of the Skype, I don't know, but this needs to have more. That has to be more sparkly. All those notes. Yeah, okay, good. Work on that. Work on getting these. Actually, I'm losing the C sharp and the B sharp. So you work on that. Okay, we need to move on to. Let's go to the closing theme now. That part there. No, that's the second time. I think you're in the wrong key. E major. Okay, wait, I'm losing the those crotchets. I'm losing those. In slow motion. You need a certain weight to your fifth finger in your right hand there. Can you play it just here? Just that right there. A little slower. Yeah, 80, bar 80 there. Yeah, make sure your pinky, try it again and bring your. Bring the pinky out a little more. Better, good. With just a little bit of pedal there and it's fine. Make sure you bring the sforzandos out here. Accent. Then it gets soft. Loud, soft. And like I said before, this, not too short on that. It's the end of a phrase. Top note, top. Okay, can you try all that now? Try to bring those bring out the crotchets. Da, 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 da. Try it from here, from. Okay, good. You may have forgotten where you were or something, but don't try not to slow down much there. It's not, I don't think this part's like the second theme where you can actually go slower. It gets slower by itself because it doesn't have any semiquavers in it. In this part, it was all in tempo there. Don't slow down any. Now, let's go into the development section. Where does the development section officially begin? Like what bar?
Oh, 90.
Bar what?
90.
Yeah, 90, good. F major. So can you start there and let's work through that? Let's just get back to our, let's try maybe 63 per minute or so as our speed. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, you can turn the metronome off now. I just wanted to check it. It's good to check to see if you're within that range. Okay, I wouldn't use that much pedal here. This should be. Maybe a little bit of pedal when you get to the minims. A little bit of pedal maybe when you get to there. Maybe a little bit if you want some. There. 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 Of course, if you do, don't slow down like it. I was just slowing down to show you there. So no pedal here. I mean, you don't have to use pedal on the minim, but if you do, that would be the place to do it. Can you play there again from? No pedal. No pedal there. No pedal. No, okay, so make the left hand, just like, they're just little spiders, okay? Just little spiders. They're very, 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 very light. This is pianissimo, but put little accents on the first note. So you want pretend like the left hand is mezzo piano, the right hand is mezzo piano, the left hand is pianissimo. And that has to be stronger. That. So it's a balancing act between the hands. Try that again. Very light in the left hand and more precise in the right hand. Okay, good. Okay, I'm back to our original speed here. You know what fingering I use for the right hand? Did you see what I do? It's a good fingering. It's a fun fingering. I go 2. I go 2 on the begin. I go 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, and then On that note, I use my thumb. It's a better fingering than what you're doing. Now, watch this. 2, and then 2, 2, 2, thumb. That way, if you use your thumb, you can connect it. You can connect it with that one. 2, 2, 2, thumb, 2, thumb, 2. It's actually a better fingering. 2, 2, 2, thumb, 2, 2, 2, thumb, 2, 2. Try that. No, but when you do your thumb, watch, you have to float in the air. Don't stay so close to the key. Don't do this. Go. Make it like a rainbow. It's a more playful fingering. It's going to make it sound more playful. This is a playful part here. This isn't serious. This is da 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 bum da 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 bum. So try out that fingering. See if you like it. I think it's the best fingering for there. I don't think you have to mess around with trying to play 5 and 3 and all that stuff. Okay? Now, not very much pedal there, but then you get to there. That's when you want some pedal there. Not a whole lot, but a little bit here. Let off the pedal there. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Pedal, pedal, pedal. That's when it really opens up with the pedal. So, see, you have a section, a very dry section with hardly any pedal, that's playful. Now you have a section that's more forceful with a stronger touch and more pedal. That's the genius of Beethoven, right? I mean, it would be pretty boring if it were just all the same, right? Okay, now let's try, can you take it from here? Can you take it from that measure? Dun 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 bum bum. Okay, good. It's starting to sound a little muddy. Doesn't it sound muddy? You're like splashing pedal all over the place. I think you need to be very careful. This part does require more pedal, but be very careful about where you change it. I want to go over a few things here. No. 23 per minute. Can you try that? All that section? Da 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 da. Same speed. Okay, oh, wait, okay, good, good, no, that's good. You have no problem with the speed there, but bring out, I tried to do it when I played it, I hope it came out that way, but bring out these notes, bring out the bum, 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 those top notes with your pinky. Try to bring those out, put little accents on those are special notes. So don't get them lost. Try to da 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 da. It's like jazz or something. Da 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 da. Okay, try it again there and bring out all your top notes with your pinky. There, okay, there's where you want to start letting out the pedal. Not, and right here, no pedal. No pedal on those two bars there. It needs, that's too low, and the pedal gets really messy there. Okay, so it's okay here. Pedal, 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 no pedal. Of course, in this section, you're not going to use any at all. None at all on that section. Which you do really well. I love your fingers and these. You have really good, looks like you, I don't know, like the way you do your fingers, I like that. Yeah, that's great there. But make sure your pedal is clean. Do you like that tempo?
Yes.
It's an excellent tempo. It's excellent. You need to do that. Practice it at that. Practice the development section at that tempo, and that's going to clean it up. That's going to. It's really not much under speed. It's almost up to speed now. So, in fact, I think it's fine at that speed if it's done cleanly. Okay, now let's take this part. That part there. Let's try that. Oh, a little retard there. Ignore the metronome. Ignore the metronome. And ignore the metronome. Ignore the metronome. But then when you get here, that's when you go back to the metronome. Okay? Take it from that part there. Okay, good. Were you using pedal in these measures? No?
No.
Good. I thought you did the first time you played it, and I was going to say don't. So that's good you're not. So it's better dry there. And let me just check the notes. Can you play that? Can you try that slowly? I want to check your notes there. Wait, no, there's the wrong note. Get that second bar 172. Are you playing those notes? Now, can you play it slow? Play it at half speed. I want to hear all those at half speed. No, the left hand is wrong. The left hand is wrong. Can you play the left hand by itself? Well, that's right. It didn't sound right when you were together. Now hands together. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Whatever you did, those are the right notes. So make sure you do those. That's a little tough little section there. Okay, now this is all kind of the same. So everything we went over in the exposition part applies to this. Okay, so when you get to this part. Slow down. New tempo. New tempo and new key there. Let's, just for sake of time, let's skip all that because that's the same. Can you go to bar right there, the second theme where it comes in A major? Can you start playing there? This needs to be more legato. When you get here, when it changes key in bar 200, this bar right here, G, A, B. G, A, B needs to be connected. I saw you do this. I saw you do no, you did this. You played 5, 5, 5, okay? That's forbidden in piano playing there. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now after you play 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, or what I do actually is this. 3, I do 3, and then the pedal holds it down. So now I put 3 on A, 3, 4 on B, and then 5 on C. That makes A, B, C all connected. So you don't have any breaks there. Then you can catch that with a little pedal. And catch that with a little pedal. So it's 3, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That way you get a seamless legato if you use that fingering. Can you try that fingering there? 3 on G and then 3, 4, 5. Just take it from there. Or take it from. Can you take it there? Yeah, but when you have that needs to be all legato. Just do that right there. No, you went 4, 5, 5. Go 3, 4, 5. Try that. work on that there, because that's a tough spot. It's a spot that a lot of pianists just sort of just go over. They assume it will be good because it's easy, quote unquote easy, because it's not fast. But that's a place where you really want to be careful that you're connecting everything. Okay? You have some strange fingerings. You have some really weird. Can you play measure 2, bar 211? You know, I see every finger you play, by the way. I can see every finger. And you have some. Can you play just a little slower at bar 211, just so I can see? Yeah, just play there. Okay, there, it's there. What are you doing in the left hand? You're not using your thumb anywhere. Do you have an aversion to thumbs? Are you scared to play your thumb anywhere there? Why don't you play? Can you play 10, 12, 13? Can you play bar? Can you play that with your left hand there? Take it from the G. Take it from the G. What are you doing there? Okay, can you tell me what? Okay, can you tell me the fingering you're using there? That you were using.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is the most bizarre fingering. Can I give you another fingering? Right? Do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
Okay. Write this down. Okay. All right. Okay. What you should do is first of all. Okay. Play 4 on that G in bar 212. 212. That last crotchet G in the left hand. Play 4 on that. Okay. That sets you up. Now go. Now we're on the triplets here. 2, 4, 5. 4, 2, 1. 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 4.
What's the last one?
1, 2, 4. Yeah. Now I'm going to continue there. I'm going to continue right there in the C major chord. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 5.
Wait, 3, hold on. Wait, was it again?
3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 5. And don't cross your thumb over here. Just put 3 over 5. So after you go 2, 3, 5, just go 3 over 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5.
2, 3, wait.
3, 2, 1.
Can you say that from bar 215?
12, 13. Yeah. 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 5.
Yeah.
And then 3, 2, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 5.
Oh.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Or 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 5. Then, same thing. Same thing in the next bar.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay? And then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay? You don't have to go over it now, but just write those down, try those out. And there are other places here that I want to work more on fingering on when we have more time, okay? But we've run out of time today, but we got a lot done today. We almost got through the whole movement, and wow, you're doing really, really well on this, and everyone in internet land and Skype land will love this. You set a great example for piano students everywhere in the world, and really, really thank you for this. Really, you're really doing some great work on this. Next time, our next lesson, I want to start here and go over fingerings, and then I want to go over the coda section, which is, you know, when you get to this part here, when you get to, you know, that chord there, that D flat, well, that's where it should have ended. Okay, any classical sonata would have ended there with maybe a couple bars of a coda. What did Beethoven do? Well, 2 more pages of a coda. So it's really, really long. So that was unexpected in Beethoven's time for him to do that. And so some of the most difficult parts are coming up. But I want to go, we'll go over those in our next lesson because we're out of time. This has been a little over an hour. So thank you very much, and this is great. Did you have a good lesson?
Yeah.
All right, I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.